Hi, David Wright here. One last video today. This is to help people that are thinking about finding work here in Spain. Now, 23 years here living and working in Spain. I've got some pretty good tips and advice, and of course some great experts that can help you. I do give a free consultation to my members on my membership site, and if you want to book a private consultation with me, there's a link below this video how to do that as well. Okay, so a top tip that I learned years ago here in Spain that helped me acquire a job here in Spain is, and I've told this to some of the people that I've had conferences with as well, is send out your CV in English and Spanish to all the companies that you think you might like to work for. Go and visit them personally and speak to them. Even if it's in broken Spanish, they will appreciate it and you will get some great feedback. The other thing is, offer your services for free. Yeah, that's right, I did say for free. Years ago when I was looking to work here as a carpenter, I was in a spot when I didn't have much work on, and so I went to a builder's merchants here, a guy that was doing kitchen fitting, things like that, and I said to him that, you know, I would work for him for a couple of days a week completely free. He thought I was mad and didn't quite understand at first, but I said I'd work for him mornings, 2 days a week, completely free, doing whatever he wanted me to do, sweeping up, cleaning up in the yard, things like that, helping load a lorry up, which he took me on. And I did do a Thursday and Friday with him, and I was literally sweeping up the yard and I was loading up the lorry with kitchen units for their fitters. One day, after about a week or so, 2 weeks I think it was, of doing this, he said to me, can you go with the driver today and help him unload the kitchens, these carcasses for kitchens that we're doing in this apartment building? And I went, yeah, sure. So I went with this driver, we had a chat, I was practicing my Spanish with him, talking about life in general. So my Spanish back then was really, really bad, but I was learning lots of things about how the businesses work here. And I helped him put these kitchen units together in this apartment, and we came back to the yard. The following week, the owner called me into the office of the company, and he said, you know, the guy said that you get on really well and that, listen, I would like to take you on part-time 3 days a week and I'll pay you. And that's how I got my foot in the door at working for this company. I showed, you know, resources, I showed that I was valuable to him, and just offered, I think it was 3 weeks in the end that I worked for him originally for nothing. Well, 3 weeks, it was 2 days or 2 mornings a week for 3 weeks before he actually gave me this job, fixed job, and he was paid. I was paid cash in hand back then, you could get away with it like that, but it's a bit different now. But yeah, I did get my foot in the door there, and I learned a lot from working with these guys. I learned where they get their materials from, I learned how and where they buy stuff cheaper than most people would buy it for, in the wholesale stores here, and so it was well worth me working for them. I started off on very low wages, I must admit, but I was working. I was very pleased that I was working here in Spain, and I was working for a Spanish company. Later on, I've been in touch with this guy. I still work with him on and off, but as self-employed. He's given me work, I've given him work. So it's a really good contact to work with. So if you're not sure about finding work here, get the experience, get your foot in the door, offer your services for free, give them something of value. But why would they want to employ you, you know, if they don't know you off the street? So by getting in with somebody, offering services for free, or helping out in some way, it really does go a big way, and that opens doors for you that you might not even think about. So that's something that worked for me. It will work in any industry here pretty much. So, you know, something you might be able to try it. Put out leaflets, put out flyers, send out emails in English and Spanish. If you can't speak Spanish very well, that's not a problem anymore these days. You've got Google Translate and things like that where you can translate documents in an instant. So there is always a way to find work here in Spain if you know how to do it, and if you think a little bit outside the box. So I hope this has helped. I know it's helped for a couple of people here. Try it out, see what happens, let me know.